Hello. Yes, something changed. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, because after a vote I am not done with ERA quite yet. After first Pillars of the Eternity game I am not done. And I have all of the DLCs as well, so let's begin. Real-time combat with pause, that's what I'm used to. Let's go with classic. Level scaling, no. Since we only scaled our level upwards to keep pace with players who arrive at the higher level than intended, levels will never be adjusted downward. That's a little bit weird. But I think we'll manage without that.
Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Until a catastrophe happened.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us. That's the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
That was our home. That was Caed Nua.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Oh, this is how the circle looks. The wheel looks like.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
But they broke the curse on Caed Nua.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
Well, we didn't punish the
Gods
devil.
real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
The devil of
Did you ever
Karak?
consider that these were things
Remember?
you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Nothing is beyond me if it's man-made.
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage.
Hello.
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Thank you. Why are you reading? I'm the one that's supposed to be reading. Well, thank you nonetheless.
Sit. Please.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Caed Nua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times.
The two of you. Are you Barath?
She's preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Examine the cards to choose your legacy. And for that, I submitted the choices because I could not import it. I submitted the choices of my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 1 and named it accordingly as a questionable one. Yes.
Does everything appear to be in order?
Yes.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Barath. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge.
Thought so.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
I think so. I pledged myself to do your bidding in exchange for your aid.
Your memory must have faltered in sun and shadow as well, because you did not deign to keep that pledge.
Because I hoped that the repercussions would wait a bit longer.
She slaps a card down, a broken bell in a tower. The crack of the card on the table ripples through your soul like a shockwave, leaving you momentarily disoriented. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
There will be time to deal with that later.
Her black eyes stare through you, unblinking, for a long, uncomfortable moment.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you.
I guess I owe you something.
The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god,
Yes.
Aethys. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aethys stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between.
He stole a fragment of my soul.
You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Am I dead?
No. But neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Well, I would like to find him as much as you would. He destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people around it.
I know. It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands.
322.
Their souls remain in Aethys still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
Fine. Then let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were. The last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Okay. We will start from scratch because I have nothing to import, unfortunately. Woman, that's correct. I was a godlike. I was moon godlike. I think I had body type of a human or an elf. Could have been an elf. Doesn't really matter. Would you like to make a single class or multi-class character? Single class characters are entirely focused on their chosen class. They gain access to higher level powers more quickly. Multi-class characters can select powers from 2 classes, but gain access to higher level powers not only can access their class's highest level powers. Is new player considered someone who played the first game but not the second? Or or myself, let's go with multi-class. With the rest, we'll probably go with single class. Chanter is my first class. Let's see, what do we have? There's a lot of stuff. But the most important one is this. Not felled by the axe nor broken by the storm. English slash and shock armor ratings. Yep, I will be singing. And, ooh, subclasses. Beckoners specialize in invocations that summon spirits from the in-between. They often come from cultures with a close connection to nature and reverence for their ancestors. Scold. While many chanters prefer to work their magic from the safety of the backlines, Scolds depend on toe-to-toe combat to power their invocation. Scolds are found in many cultures with a proud martial tradition, celebrating the deeds of their neighbors, kin, and ancestors. I think we will take this one. Why? I'll show you in a minute. Troubadours are masters of the chant, able to adjust the speed of their chanting and the length of their phrases to suit the needs of battle. More passive than many chanters, troubadours relish their support role in the midst of their comrades. Troubadours originated in Old Valia, but are common in the Valian republics and many other lands. Bellowers are often found in communities steeped in hardship, particularly among those that have experienced recent misfortune. Their tales better resemble a collection of ramblings and gibberish than coherent stories. Their name stems from the rare, violent, impassioned outburst of fearsome magic. Now we're going with beckons. Scold. We are going with Scold. For sure we'll take the first invocation. Not felt by the axe, nor broken by the sword. And 4 phrases. Oh, sorry. Not the invocation, but the phrase. Dull the edge, blunt the point. And for this... Let's take this, and hell her wrath crushed upon the shield. We will be reducing armor and damage of enemies, basically. And the second class, I was thinking about Rogue, maybe? I don't know who will be the best to fight with. Shield and mace, basically. They can... Or a priest. I'm not really a priest. Fighter, maybe? Major role defender, minor role striker. Let's do this. Let's do fighter. Scold fighter. Fighters of the Black Jacket Academies pride themselves on being skilled with a wide variety of weapons. Though the original school was founded in the Deerwood, many sister academies have sprung up across the Eastern Reach and old empires. Former students of the Black Jacket often wear black brigandine as a sign of fellowship. The devoted are dedicated to the pursuit of a single weapon to the exclusion of all others. They are so attuned to the techniques of their chosen arms that other weapons feel bizarre and alien to them. Because of their extreme specialization, devoted academies often consist of a single master or a tiny cadre of like-minded disciples. This sounds very nice. Unbroken fighters are glaciers of the battlefield, slow-moving, almost indestructible, and dangerous to circumvent. Often underestimated for their lack of mobility, the Unbroken have laid low countless foolhardy opponents on the battlefield. Unbroken academies tend to be somber, serious places, most common in similarly somber, serious nations such as Adir or Red Ceres. Tacticians. Those who can rally their wit in the heat of battle are known as tacticians. These warriors see all form of combat as only pieces of moving in play. Frequently assuming leadership positions within a structured military, tacticians weaponize cleverness and sharpen experience. We're going for the devoted. I don't think the shield is considered a weapon. And let's see, knockdown, definitely. So, the best, highly recommended is resolve, and intellect, and constitution. Let's give you 5 to resolve, 5 to constitution, a little bit more to resolve, and 3 to intellect. Oh, it's hostile. No. More to constitution. Constitution affects health. Intellect contributes to will defense, and in constitution in an area of effect for all abilities. Where are you from? Where was I from? I think it could be the white that wins. But let's read it. The Edir Empire is one of the most prominent old empires of the West. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. The nation of Edir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven populace. Edir was once a powerful colonial force, but the loss of Red Serras ended it would reduce its stature. Edirians are common in the Eastern Reach, but rare in the Deadfire Archipelago. The Deadfire Archipelago marks the eastern edge of the known world, dominantly populated by island Aumaua, who make up the tribes of the Huana. The chain of hundreds of islands spans thousands of miles. The Deadfire contains myriad climates and biomes that are home to a bewildering array of creatures. The last century has brought ambitious colonial traders, explorers, and pirates to the Deadfire, but travel east of the archipelago is blocked by the destructive storms of Ondra's mortar. Legends among the Huana speak of an ancient cataclysm that devastated their people thousands of years ago. Details of this event have been lost to time, but Huana storytellers claim that it destroyed everything they had built, sinking even the greatest of their cities beneath the waves. Located north of the Red Serras in the Eastern Reach, the Ishamitl Plains are a large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by its savanna folk and Orlan residents. The Ishamitl culture is one of the oldest in the world, though one of the least imperialistic, having spread out a little over the past several thousand years. Ishamit society places a strong emphasis on learning and scholarship, and honors their philosophers and literati. Once the crown jewel of the southern seas, Old Valia is now the crumbled remnants of an empire of warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarves among their ranks, the Old Valian countries are still forces to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. The southernmost of the old empires, Old Valia suffered a similar fate to their northern neighbors, the Edirians, in losing their most prosperous colonial territories, the Valian republics. Many Old Valians in the Deadfire Archipelago are associated with the Principes and Paterna, a vast coalition of pirates. The powerful naval kingdom of Rautawai is dominated by coastal Aumaua and ruled by Ranganui. Currently the most prosperous of the old empires, Rautawai has expanded aggressively into the Deadfire Archipelago to secure natural resources that are scarce in their native storm-torn land. Though folk, dwarves, and Orlans can be found in Rautawai, most are merchants or remnants of the old kingdoms Rautawai conquered when they seized power centuries ago. Legends say that the Rautawaians came to their lands from the Deadfire Archipelago in the wake of a terrible cataclysm, but the details of that event have been lost to time and the imagination of storytellers. The Living Lands is the mountainous region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are home to an assortment of races in a variety of colonial and independent settlements. Been there. A large, cracked southern expanse of polar ice, The White that wins is a home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the White, it is home to many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. And we'll take that, because I don't remember what I chose. What was your job? Mystic. I was a mystic. You've never been able to explain how the universe guides your path. Behind every task you undertake is a feeling of cosmic direction. Yes, the gods. That are not even gods, they are man-made creations. They were humans. And here we have it. Available weapon types, and I'm gonna go with, what is it? Flails. Yes. Oh, so shields are considered weapons. Wait, I must choose one. Proficiency in a weapon or shield grants access to a model ability for this. Okay, so it is weapon or shield. So I assume we won't get any penalty for using flail and shield. Okay, where is my portrait? There is my portrait. Skin is okay. Cloth is okay. Hair, outfit. Like this, I guess. And do we have something that's more? Nope. I guess we can go with this. I mean, we won't be even saying it that much. Oh, those are pretty. But no. Oh. Why there are voices from Vox Machina? Should I hear something? Ah, no.
Silence surrounds me.
Okay. Pose. What's sassy? I like this one. And my name, as usual, is my name. Treacherous called, we are a fighter, we are devoted, power source, spirits, or discipline, we are godlike, moon godlike. I haven't been in touch with my god, so we are probably for a bad time.